There is a trade down, and frankly, thank you, Tom, for having me. Hope your summer's going well. Yes, there has been a trade down that's going on. Look what you've even heard Walmart say, where some of the biggest parts of their growth are coming from their higher income consumers. But you've had two reports. Last week, you've had Brunello Cucinelli, who talked about double-digit sales. Yesterday, you had Richemont. The
Yeah.
jewelry business overall was up 11%, continued the momentum from the prior quarter. And frankly, every region of the world was up every channel was up
Okay.
6% in terms of wholesale, retail, and online. When you look at the regions, Japan was down because of a 59% comparison. You have Asia Pacific
Right.
basically was flat, even including a 7% drop in China.
Right.
And you've had the Americas being pretty solid along with Europe. So it's the
Right.
haves and the have-nots right now.
I agree with that, and I totally buy into it. Lisa was talking to me, Lisa Mateo, and she and I remember
Costco.
back, well, she doesn't remember. I remember the 1970s, and at Richemont, Cartier comes out with the love bracelet, the medium model. This is the love collection. It's an iconic symbol. It's $6,100
No
on
problem.
your wrist. That stuff's moving, Dana, isn't it?
It is. That stuff is moving. Iconic heritage means something. It can be sold. I think you're going to see that from Hermes also. But overall, the rate of growth for many of these companies still is
Right.
slowing from what it had been.
If Lisa Mateo had the love bracelet from Cartier, are you telling me she'd sell it at the Real?
I think you want to keep it. Why do you ever want to sell the love bracelet?
Exactly. Dana, talk to us about kind of the other side of the equation, the folks that are maybe struggling a little bit economically. How do we see that in retail sales? Because I had a pretty solid retail sales number just here a couple minutes ago.
I know. I saw the retail sales number too. It is solid. I think overall what you've seen that trade down, whether it's the dollar stores, whether it's the discounters and off price, value is definitely winning. And that lower income consumer, the strength of a labor market allows them the ability to spend,
Yeah.
but perhaps the discretionary spend isn't as great. It is spending on essentials where you're seeing prices go up. We have a pricing tracker that we put out every Tuesday, 80 different items, the same 80 items. We've been doing it since the middle of April, and we haven't seen such a big change yet. We saw some footwear
Right.
changes on the Ons and the Hokas and the Uggs, but you haven't seen a lot yet. And
Right.
as we move through, we think the higher priced inventory will come in, and then you'll see
Yeah.
some changes, but that's still to come.
Dana Telsey, with immense respect to your family's heritage wrapped around Bergdorf Goodman, where is the department store across this nation in 5 years?
Smaller than what it is today.
But it's already
Obviously,
smaller.
it's getting even smaller. And look what you're seeing. You're seeing brands themselves open up their own stores and becoming much more integrated with figuring out who their core customer and community is. There's still going to be a place for relevant department stores, and certainly Bloomingdale's, what we're seeing Nordstrom do, they're having the opportunity to capture more contemporary brands, and they're taking advantage of that right now. So I think it will be smaller, and they'll know their customer better and hopefully be more relevant for some of them than they are
Hopefully.
today.
Yeah.
There's the operative Dana Telsey word.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
Dana, you talk to every major retailer around the world. What are they telling you in terms of their ability to maybe take these tariff costs into their own P&L versus maybe passing along to their consumers? What are you hearing?
I'm hearing about a third. What I'm hearing is that a third of the change is going to be diversifying your sourcing. For example, whether you go from China, whether it's Cambodia,
Right.
whether it's Vietnam, and knowing that every place is going to have some type of a tariff attached to it. But with one thing they're all saying is you can't come to the U.S.
Right.
because the prices would go up that much. The second
Right.
third of it is sharing the cost with the manufacturers.
Yeah.
And the third of it, the remainder, is raising prices, which none of them want to do. And that's why I
Right.
don't think I'm seeing it in my pricing
Right.
tracker yet. But the level of price increases that we're hearing about is at a mid-single digit price increase.